with good values for others to follow.
As
As
Christian
Christian
students, we
students, we
study
study
hard and
hard
make
and
our
make our
parents
parents
proud.
proud.
As members of the Church of Christ, we exemplify good values according to God's teachings.
As radio anchors and crew, we offer ourselves to serve and to care because we utilize INC Radio as an effective platform
To change lives through God's
God's
words.
Gusto mo bang maging updated sa mga bago? Balita man yan o serbisyo publiko. Mayroon ding nakaka-inspire na mga kwento. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Hit subscribe na sa YouTube channel ng INC Radio para hindi ka lang updated, kundi kasama ka pa sa makabuluhang mga kwentuhan at tawanan. Dito lang sa INC Radio.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Follow us around New Zealand. Follow us around New Zealand.
Ko tēnei te reo irirangi, INC Radio DZEM 954. Te korero whakapono, ko te reo irirangi o te hahi, ka raiti whare harakia.
Hello, hello, kia ora. Welcome to You Are in New Zealand, brought to you by INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio, and I am Sister Aisha Tanyag from the local congregation of Hot Valley. How is everyone doing today, po? And we hope that you're keeping well and you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon. So this afternoon, I'll be joined by Sister Ina Manlangit, and she's also going to be our anchor for tonight. So let me say hello to Sis Ina. Hello.
Hello, Ate Aisha. How are you and how's all of our viewers? I am Sister Ina Manlangit from the local congregation of Hat Valley. So I will be joining Sister Aisha on our broadcast for this afternoon. So we have been learning about smart surfing since the beginning of this month of October, and today we will continue with our topic series discussing about protecting children's privacy online. So please stay tuned for this very interesting topic that we have tonight, this afternoon. And also, let me just check our YouTube live chat. It's very active, Sister Aisha. So for our viewers po, Ronald from Waikanai, and also Brother Chrysler from Waikanai. No? Just a couple of questions for our viewers. How do you decide what's okay to share about your child online? And what kind of post about your child do you avoid sharing online? So we'd love to hear from you in our comments. We'll be reading this later on in our episode for this afternoon.
That's right, Sister Ina. You are right. Our YouTube live chat is very busy. I can see Sister Jeneline from our local congregation,
Yes.
Sister Cherry, Sister Elaine, Brother Michael. I think this is my brother Michael, or Brother Mitch, and our very own Brother Dennis Dahunan. Hello po. So yes, for viewers and listeners, please do share with us your answers for these questions that Sister Ina just read. And tonight, we will also be joined by a special guest from the local congregation of INCRadio South. Let me introduce our lovely guest for tonight, Sister Zarina Pangan. Hello, Sister Zarina.
Hello, sister.
Hello, everyone. I'm Zarina Pangan po from local congregation of Invercargill South, District of New Zealand South. How are you, everyone po?
We're good, Sister Zarina, and it's so nice to have someone from the District of New Zealand South, because me and Sister Ina is from New Zealand.
He's on north.
So, Sister Zarina, do you mind me asking how many kids do you have, and do you post about them on your social media?
Sister, I have two small kids, 4 years old and 3 years old boys, two boys. So of course, definitely I share them online because especially we are here in New Zealand po, and well, there's only two of us here, my husband and I, and all our family members are in the Philippines, in the US, in Canada. So it's also our platform to show them how we are, so they're updated of their niece and grandson. Yeah, we share online po.
Yeah, so that's right. So that is very relatable, right, Sister Ina? Because although you're still Kadiwa and I
Yes.
am myself is Buklod, I do share my son and daughter's pictures online on my social media. So we'll talk about that later on. So please stay tuned, our viewers and listeners, and keep your greetings coming, and we'll be right back after a short break.
Agapoto INC Radio diyoting metani nagsehno taplutin tamu mekanik karımen.
INC Radyo uydu stüdyosunu seviyorum. Çünkü izlerken ve dinlerken bize bilgi ve ilham verici bir değer sağlıyor.
E amo INC Radio perché mi permette di conoscere tanti fratelli in tutto il mondo.
Ik hou van INC Radio omdat ik dan inspirerende lessen hoor.
Hi there. I love INC Radio because it helps me communicate and reach out, be able to talk to people who I might not have been able to previously. It lets me have that connection with people. It lets me be able to conversate with people. It lets me report on different things. And most especially, it's actually quite fun.
Be updated with the latest news, announcements, and trending topics worldwide. Be entertained and informed with different programs and listen to INC original music. Be inspired with exceptional stories of members of the Church of Christ all over the world. Subscribe now to INC Radio YouTube channel and make sure to turn on the notifications so you won't miss any new videos. For more tech tips and tricks like this, please tune in every Saturday at 9 a.m. Philippine Standard Time, only here on URL. Update, review, and learn. Your weekly tech show on INC Radio.
To subscribe to the official INC Radio YouTube channel, go to your browser and type youtube.com. Search for INC Radio at the search bar and make sure to click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to click the notification bell button to be updated with the different news and updates around the world.
Ko Tene Tereo Irirangi, INC Radio DZEM 954. Te korero whakapono, ko Tereo Irirangi o te hahi, karaiti whare harakia.
Welcome back. You are in New Zealand, brought to you by INCRadio New Zealand Satellite Studio. So our topic for today is protecting children's privacy online. But before we continue with that, we will read our YouTube live chat. But before I continue with that as well, I would like to make my own greetings at the Aisha. No, first of all, my mom, Sister Hazel, and my siblings, at the 8 and Bella, and also to my family back home in the Philippines, Nanay Ao and Ate Len there in Malagasangan, Cavite. I hope you're all doing well. And to Tito Wilson and Tita Tori Anka, I hope you're all doing well there po in Bacoor. I miss you all po. So we'll continue on with our YouTube live chat. So Sister Aisha, dami po nating comments today. So I will be needing your help po. So our very first comment po is from Brother Ronald Joseph. Have a blessed day po. Watch, comment, and share from the local congregation of Waikanai, District of New Zealand North. And we also have a comment from Brother Jerome Pangkalinawan, watching po from local of Whangarei, District of New Zealand North po. Ate Aisha, do you?
All right. I'll try to do a fast read
Yeah.
for our viewers and listeners. Okay. From Sister Cherry Santayo, good afternoon to all po. From Brother Mitch Banaag, happy viewing to all. Hashtag NZ Worship Service Carry Carry. All right. From Brother Joel Santayo, hello po. From our very own Brother Edgar Hernandez, happy viewing to all our Berber in Papakura congregation. From Brother Demi Garcia, hashtag Silverdale, happy viewing to all. From Sister Elaine Ignacio, hello, happy viewing po sa lahat from the local of Tauranga, District of New Zealand North. Sister Janet Ramos, happy viewing po from local of Rotorua. And then from Sister Maurice Bongares, hello po, happy viewing po sa lahat from lahat ng NZ South. From Sister Joanne Faye Santiago Castañeda, good afternoon po, happy viewing po sa lahat from local of Tauranga, New Zealand North. Hashtag Silverdale, District of New Zealand North, happy viewing to all from Brother Leo Hovero. And one more from Sister Faye Anawa, happy viewing po from local of and
Yes.
We'll read some more po later on. And yes, we'll try to find your greeting. But please do answer our question that we asked you in the beginning of our show. And that is, how do you decide what's okay to share about your child online? And what kind of posts about your child do you avoid sharing online?
Or
For sure,
Sister Aisha, what if they're Kadiwa and here, right? For our
if you're
viewers.
Kadiwa and Binhi,
maybe you can, from your point of view, say things that you would like not to be posted about you online.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. All right, so we'll start with our topic. And Sister Ina, sharing our lives online has become very common. Like everybody, most of us, especially for parents like me and Sister Zarina, who want to celebrate their children's special moments and everyday joys. While we often mean well when posting about our kids, it is important to think about how it can affect their privacy and identity in the long run. Each photo and story we share adds to their digital footprint, which can shape how others see them now. So, as caring parents, we need to be careful and find a way to share our happiness while still protecting our children's privacy. Let's look and let's talk about how we can strike a balance that respects our kids and keeps them safe, feeling safe in this connected world. Sister Ina, we have a very short game. It's called Online Privacy
Dictionary.
So we have three terms that is about privacy related. It is privacy related terms and concepts. So please, for our viewers and listeners, try to guess it as well. So we'll give you time to guess it, and let's say the right answer after a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay. So our first picture will be shown right now. It's a series of tiny footprints leading from your home to a computer, showing where you've walked online and places you've visited. So as you can see, right there's a house, there are computers, and there are tiny footprints around there.
Sister Serena.
Are we gonna get a guess?
So
Or
it looks like a map po, no? A map of your house, of your workplace, of your other activities. Is it a map?
Not quite. Sister
Ah,
Aisha.
footprints.
Footprints.
Uh,
all right.
I
So
think
we're
it's a
just waiting for our tech to show it as well. But yeah, it is. There's a house and there's tiny footprints leading from the home to a computer, showing where you'll walk and visit it online.
Yes.
All
Just
right.
answering.
So even though we haven't shown it
Yeah.
on air, we hope that you have the idea of
Yeah.
the picture.
Oh, there you
And
go.
yep, they're right. Yeah, there you go. So there it is. So that's our first Pictionary entry. So there's a house,
How about our
computer.
viewers? You can guess on the YouTube live chat.
Yeah. If you guess it right, baka daw magpapabuti si Kuya Bernard.
Kuya Bernard.
No, just kidding.
Okay, Ate
All right.
Aisha.
So what's the right answer, Sister Ina?
The right answer po is digital footprint. So as we can see, right, it tracks where we're going all the way to our house. No, Sister Aisha.
So it's Sister Zarina is close because it's a map. It's a map
Yeah.
of the things that we've done, and it's up to us how much detail we're gonna put in that map.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, our next one, Kuya Bernard, a fishing rod with a shiny lure trying to catch a fish. And in this case, the fish represents personal information that someone is trying to reel in deceitfully. Fishing rod. Ate Zarina, what do
I
you
think, yeah. Um, the new generation call it fishing.
fishing? Yeah, it's my first time hearing about this, and I've been
Yeah,
am I in the new generation?
someone is fishing.
So yeah, so
Someone.
fishing is when someone's someone's getting your personal information
Yeah.
and use it, in not a good way.
Is that similar to catfishing?
Similar to that, I think. All right. Yeah. Also, okay. One of our viewers got it right.
Yes, 23.
But sister, or I'm not sure what is a brother or sister, but she said or he said
Fishing.
fishing.
So they're correct.
Yeah. Correct. All right. And last Pictionary entry is an open door that anyone can walk through, revealing everything inside. This shows how others can see your personal information without any barriers.
So
Mm,
it's like, yeah.
That open door, and then all the important information about you, they can easily see.
So open door represents the public.
Yeah,
Yes. So it's your public profile.
yes.
that's right,
Yes.
sister. Yes, public profile. Some of us might still be in public profile.
Yeah, because you can customize, right, Sister Aisha?
Yes, you can
You
definitely.
can close the door.
That's right. Okay, that's. Did you guess how many Sister Zarina guessed two
Two.
of our Pictionary? And we got one right
Yay.
guess from our viewers and listeners. So we have to do better next episode rather than this game, right? Because we'll try to throw another game next weekend. Okay, so Sister Zarina, since we're already in the topic, how do you decide what's okay to share about your child online?
Personally, I don't overshare. They call it nowadays sharenting. Sharenting is like parenting while sharing online. So I don't do sharenting. Before I post something, I always ask myself, will this still be within the scope of promoting a Christian culture even online? And then I ask myself also kung after years, kapag malaki na yung mga kids, will it be okay for them to see themselves exposed online? You know, so I ask myself a lot of questions. And of course, going back to before you click, think multiple times before you click. That's my opinion about that question. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
Sister
right,
Serena.
sister. So, Sister Zarina, just to mention as well, so we're both booklet and sister, we're married, and sister Nina here is pagkadiwa. But she can still share with us her views about this topic, right? And that's right, Sister Zarina. It's what I picked up from that is that you have to pause and reflect before you share anything about your child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you said, it's not the photos. It's just not about us. It's their photos. So sometimes, of course, when they're young, we cannot really ask them like, "Is it okay?" or "Can I post this for you?" But when you pause and reflect, then you get a better understanding on as to why you're posting this. What's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why? Is it is it
Yes.
positive? Is it
Yeah.
negative?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Miss
also,
Arena.
Ate Aisha and Ate Zarina, like on the child's part, right? Once they have an understanding maybe of what social media is, once they have they're aware of what's going on, maybe it's good to also ask them, if what you're posting is okay, because maybe it's okay for us or the parents, but things sa anak pala ay mama nakakahiya ganon. So I think, yeah, that's something to be mindful of.
That is true. Is it for me? Is it for me or is it for my kids?
Mm.
You know? Yes.
That's right. So, Sister Zarina, what kind of posts about your child do you avoid sharing online?
Like what I said, I avoid oversharing and avoid posting personal information like IDs, address, their school. Um, because internet is such a wide platform and anyone can access to it. Once you post it online, it can never be. It will always be there. It will be there forever. So, um, like for example, because nauuso ngayon yung live,
Yes.
'di ba? So sometimes while you are in a restaurant, I don't do live. Like for example, kumakain kayo sa restaurant and then someone might think, she's eating in that restaurant. So, kung pupunta ako dito sa restaurant na to, nandun sila, makikita ko silang kumakain. So, I don't do that. I don't overshare informations like that.
Yeah.
And IDs, because, yeah, those information I don't share.
And also
So,
to add,
you go, you go.
to add to that, Ate Serena, right? For example, you're talking about you're eating in a restaurant, maybe like intimate family moment siya, and then you're posting a live, and then maybe your children are like,
That's right.
yeah, exactly. Your children might not be comfortable because it's meant to be like a private moment, and then nila-live mo sila. So I think, maybe it's a good idea na before you go out, maybe you and your partner or your children, when they're aware, is to ask na what's okay and what's not okay when you're in that private moment po, or maybe a holiday po.
Yeah, that's right. And I was saying, like, what in addition to what Sister Zarina said, like, you don't want you don't want people to just follow you around, right? That's why maybe it's not a good idea to post live some like maybe it's a better idea like to if you really want to share this joyous moment about your child if you're celebrating something that to post it afterwards because so that people cannot really follow you and we can't really tell if that's gonna happen until it happens
Mm.
and because
Yes.
they're like what I've said a while ago when we're practicing is that who among us knows everyone, each and every individual in our social media friends list,
Mm.
you know? And maybe we've known them 20 years ago at school when we're kids, but now, after 20 years, we don't know them as a person anymore. And
Yeah.
because we all grow, we all change. Um, we will never know if we have the same values as them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it's 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 better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, Sister
I
Aisha,
think.
yeah, I get what you're saying. And there's also that practice that you can do, right? Even me, I'm not a parent, but sometimes I check on who's following me and who I'm following na just to update na who's seeing my profile and what kind of things am I following and what kind of values it adds to my life. But I think when you're a parent, it's more important to do that, not only for your safety but for your child's safety. So I think it's a good practice to constantly check on who's following you on social media, because maybe you're scrolling, someone sent you a friend request and you accidentally like click the okay button and then you're not aware that they're following you or something like
Yeah,
that. I
that's
wouldn't say that
right.
it
That's
happens, so
right.
maybe it
That's right.
happens.
Well, well, we don't want our viewers and listeners to be anxious about this.
Yeah,
And it's just
exactly.
something that we can reflect on and think
Yeah,
about, you know.
yeah.
So, yeah. So going back to our topic and about sharing photos of our kids online, sometimes we really get excited sharing a happy moment, a joyful moment with our family. But how, Sister Zarina, how do you balance this desire to share this joyful moment and also balance it with the responsibility that you have to protect your child's privacy?
I agree with what Sister Ina said a while ago. I make sure that I limit the viewers of my post, make sure that it's for family members only. For example, we are celebrating anything, a milestone or as an achievement. We limit our viewers, and not just family members or really close friends, and rather than having it in public. No, kasi yeah.
And
And
yeah, Aisha.
and also, like, there are other ways that we can share it to the important people in our lives. Doesn't have For me, it doesn't have to be a public post or a
Mm,
post on my social media. If I want to share like a milestone of my kids, I share it directly to
yeah,
say a family a family group chat,
yeah.
or say, and even like sending it to a family group chat. Kind of like, putting my trust out there to
Mm,
them that they will take care of those pictures and it won't be passed around
exactly.
to other people. Like, say they will pass it to a friend that I don't know, and
Mm.
they can say like, "Oh, here's my cute apo."
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because after that, like, you can't chase it anymore. It's
Exactly.
gonna be out there.
Yeah. So I think send it to the people who you know would appreciate it and who you can trust, no, Sister Aisha.
That is right.
Yeah. And also, to add to that, Sister Aisha, is your balance, your desire to share joyful moments. Let's talk about let's focus on the word balance, because like for example, right, you're in a very happy moment, so if you wouldn't share something that's really really sad or maybe argument or something negative, but also in times when you're positive, because sometimes you're so wrapped up in the moment na you're so happy you want to post everything. I think it's kind of good na to wait after that moment has passed, dial down, and then once you're balanced again, your emotions are balanced. Think about whether you want to post it instead of posting it right in the moment.
Actually,
That's
that's
that's a
right.
good idea, sister. Yeah, that's true. Because we all can get
Stimulated, overjoyed.
overjoyed
It's like
and
receiving good
get caught
news.
up in the moment, right?
Yeah, and you want to share it to the world already.
All right. Sister Ina, it's 2:30.
2:30, yes. Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Sister Aisha. It's 2:30, which means it's time for our Let's Catch Up.
Let's catch up.
Welcome to our exactly 2:30 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time and 9:30 a.m. Philippine Standard Time, we'll be opening the lines for you to give live shout outs to your friends and family. So if you're interested to join po our Let's Catch Up, drop us an email at let's catch up nz@gmail.com. So all lowercase po, send us your name and your contact details and we'll reach out to you. Yes po.
Yeah, so, Sister Zarina, this is your chance to do your greetings and say hello to your family and friends.
Thank you, sister. I receive a yes. Happy birthday po to Brother Dante's wife, Sister Yukari. Happy birthday. And I'm I'm greeting all of our brethren here in Vercargill South. Happy viewing everyone and see you tomorrow po sa ating meeting caucus and our minister po, Brother Glenn Mergas. Enjoy your family week po. And that's all po.
That's all, Sister. Wala na?
How about you,
Yes
Sister
po.
Aisha?
No, actually,
Sister.
I just wanna do a quick reading of more comments here in YouTube because there's still many greetings coming. I want to say hello to Sister Hasmin because she greeted me. Hello, Sister. And Kuya Bernard has a special greeting for Sister Joy of local congregation of Christ Church East from your Kuya Bernard. Ayan.
Yes.
And okay.
There's some more comments at the Aisha.
Yeah, more comments from Brother
Um,
Alvin Castañeda, Sister Alison Laksamana from Tauranga, Sister Flo Gonzalez saying hi to Sister Maris Bongares, Sister Leonila, happy being po to all the brethren, and from Sister Joanne Verana, happy being po Ate Maris, Ate Novi, and Ate Miao. See you po sa EVM Cup and Unity Games.
yes, and we also have a comment from Brother Nomer Tanyag, Ate Aisha's husband po. Hoping everyone is keeping well po. Hashtag Hat Valley, hashtag Hat Valley, hashtag Hat Valley.
Hashtag Hat Valley, panalo na sa UG.
Yes. And I think okay, we haven't read this one from Brother Josel or Sister Josel Castor. Greeting po sa aming masipag na destinado, Ka Art Martin and family po of Manukau South, District of New Zealand North.
Yep. Hello kay Sister Karina Batoon, always supporting INC Radio. Hello po sa Winston. Sabi ko. And
we also have one from Sister Amor
many
Hernandez
greetings.
po. Hello po kay Usual Bocares and Ate Maris of NZ South po. Regards din po to all the ministers and family dyan po sa New Zealand South.
Can I
go sister?
Can I greet my husband also, Darren Pangan? Hello. Thank you for supporting me.
Yes.
My
Hello
number one
po.
supporter.
All right, Sister Ina.
Yes.
Any more?
Not personally. How about Ate Aisha? Any greetings?
Oh, just hello to my lovely kids, Anton, Anita, and Amoya. My husband, hello po, Brother Nomer. My family in Bulacan. I miss you all, and my auntie in Brisbane. Hello.
Yes po. And one last greeting is hello to Kuya Bernard, who's our tech tonight. Thank you.
And
for
to
your
all our brethren in the local congregation of Hutt Valley and our very hardworking destinado.
Yes, Chris Abanyo and family po.
Yes.
We hope you're all doing well po. Okay po, Ate
Alright.
Aisha. That's it po for our Let's Catch Up.
Let's catch up.
I love INC Radio because it's a show that my family and I can watch together.
A
Ich liebe INC Radio, weil ich mir immer interessante und inspirierende Programme anschauen kann.
אני אוהבת את INC רדיו, כי יש להם המון סיפורים מעוררי השראה, ויש לנו את ההזדמנות לפגוש את כל האחים והאחיות מסביב לעולם.
אני אוהבת את INC רדיו כי זה שומר אותי בשביל ההשראה ומוטיבציה.
J'aime INC Radio car c'est ici où nous trouvons les valeurs chrétiennes. J'aime INC Radio car les sujets sont divers, intéressants et bénéfiques dans notre vie de tous les jours.
We are presenting the Iglesia ni Cristo Sign Language Guide, Android and iOS version. We gladly introduce the new interface of our INC Sign Language Guide, Android, and the much-awaited iOS version. The INC Sign Language apps is a project of the Christian Society for the Deaf under the Christian Family Organizations Office of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ. It is a part of the church's continuous intensive efforts to reach out to and care for the deaf, INC members and non-members alike. This free sign language app includes the following features: 8,000 plus vocabulary entries, all in video, customizable video playback speeds, examples of signed phrases and sentences, categorized everyday signs like alphabet, numbers, colors, greetings, educational terms, medical terms, legal terms, Iglesia ni Cristo and religious terms, and many more. User maintainable favorites category, fast search and voice search, all features are available offline. And since these sign language applications contain phrases concerning the Iglesia ni Cristo and religious terms, we can use these apps in inviting more deaf fellow men to learn the basic doctrines being taught inside the church. For more information, please visit www.iglesianicristo.net, www.facebook.com/Christian Family Organizations, www.facebook.com Christian Society for the Deaf. Thank you for your support.
Sama-sama halina sa INC Radio International na. Ito palaging konektado ka sa INC Radio na.
Ito INC Radio sa mabanig ng mundo. Palaging konektado sa lahat ng mga tao. This is INC Radio. Anywhere in the world, we're always together, connected to everyone. Life will be better.
Sama-sama halina sa INC Radio International na. Ito palaging konektado ka sa INC Radio na.
You are listening to Iglesia ni Cristo Radio, the voice of truth.
Welcome back. You're still in New Zealand, brought to you by the INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio. And I'm Sister Aisha. And with us today is Sister Ina and Sister Zarina. Okay, so we will continue with our topic discussion. And we'd like to hear more from our guest for today, Sister Zarina. So, Sister Zarina, how do you teach your child about their own privacy when you're sharing family moments?
At the moment, well, they're still small, they're still kids. So, when time comes, I think I will always remind them to only share what will not violate any God's commandments. And I will always advise my kids to also consult me or my husband before posting anything online, because like what I said earlier, you cannot erase that once it's posted. So think twice, thrice, five times, a lot of times, and consider who are your viewers, and limit your viewers, and of course posting anything online to make sure that it is still within the scope of Christian culture. Like for example, Facebook follows the CEBSI page or Iglesia ni Cristo News and Update page. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, we also have INC Kids on YouTube as
Yes.
well, just so you know. So yeah, it's really good to expose them to this, and we all as parents we can also share those um, official INC pages, which we know will add value to our friends and families on our social media.
Yeah, and I think overall parents no po should lead by example. So because if your
Yes,
kids can see that you're posting whatever you want, they might follow that as well. So I think at this Serena tackled this earlier. If you want your kids to be mindful online, we should the parents should be the first ones to be mindful. And I really like that na yung parents po sharing Christian values, no, sharing yung sa nasa social media natin, yung Iglesia ni Cristo, content online, there's so much in every single platform that I can think of. We even have yung sign language, no, yung
And we even have they've launched the INC original songs on Spotify.
yes. Oh,
It
I
is so
saw that,
great.
Aisha. That's true. I saw that, and it made me very excited. I think I listened to it straight away. So there's various ways po that we can post Christian values online.
Totally agree with that, Sister Ina. And also, I know that Sister Zarina mentioned that as well in the beginning of our practice that yes, teaching by example is really important. And as what we talk about as well, like you ask yourself the question, the important question as to why am I posting this? If
yes.
it's a picture of your son, of your kid, like you ask yourself, why am I posting this? What's the reason why I'm posting this? And if your answer could be like, oh, I just want to share a happy moment for my family and friends, then you can look back and think back and ask yourself like, okay, I want to share it to my family and friends because I think they will find value in this. Then is there a better way where I'm not exposing my child to any dangers if I post this? So maybe there's another way that I can do that. Maybe posting it on a private message instead of a public, post is better.
Yeah, and
Sister Aisha.
no, Sister
You go,
Zerna.
sister.
Okay,
Go
go,
ahead.
go.
No, it's all right. Sister Aisha, Sister Ina, we're also very lucky as a member of the Church of Christ that we're always reminded of um of how to live in Christian values. No, we are supported by our church to that our kids is in the right path. Yes, po.
Yes,
That's
that's
right.
very
We they receive it like if they're old enough to attend the children's worship service, and also for us, like we know that this past few worship services, right? We were reminded
That's right.
of these teachings that how to walk in the right path, like what Sister Zarina said, and that can be a guiding principle on what we will post online about our kids.
Yeah, and it's isn't it? I'm not a parent, Sister Aisha, but I do attend the children's worship service. But it is kind of relieving to know that the church administration cares for the children, and spiritual health, but also on things like morale and most especially social media, because they are aware that that's pretty much how the kids live now. We're surrounded by things on social media, and the care of the church administration and their desire for your children, for the children inside the church, to be vigilant and to be mindful. I think that's very important for us to remember po.
That's right. So since we're talking about privacy and stuff, so Sister Zarina, what age do you think children should have a say in what's shared about them online?
I think at the age when they can already identify what is right and wrong. Of course, despite this, it is still my responsibility as a parent to ensure that they're not oversharing. So I will always guide them what to share. Yeah. Actually, my 4-year old, he kept on, like, for example, oh, do not share this to lolo, to lola. He knows already, and he knows what his achievements, and oh, share this, mommy. I'm very proud of this. Yeah,
I think that's a good point, at this arena. Now, on a kind of a different note, I think if you teach your child naman na you appreciate their efforts, you and your family, para they don't have to go to social media to seek that validation. Ano?
that's
Kasi I think
right.
that's kind of a thing about social media now is you can post anything you want and then you get all of these comments and then you get a boost of dopamine na, oh my gosh, I'm so good, and then you're so happy and then you continue to seek that. And as a child na po, parang that will stick to you and sumasaya ka dun sa mga naririnig mo, and then you will constantly want to post everything you want to do just to get that happiness. But if your children is getting that from you in your family, I don't see a need for them to post everything on social media.
That's right.
That's
And
right.
like we can always celebrate them. Like for example, if they graduated, or no, if they if they finish, because there's still kids who are graduated. Like if they finished primary school, like
Mm.
you can maybe just post part of the certificate.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to have like the picture of your kid, or doesn't have to be like with their full name.
Mm.
You're still celebrating, right? But you're also still protecting the
Mm.
important information about your kids.
Yeah, I think
Especially, yeah.
you know, Mr. Aisha. Sorry for I think that's a good point po, Sister Aisha, na parang what I picked up from that is, celebrating na yung that they graduated from primary, going to intermediate or going to high school, is I think celebrate them first in private and then think about whether you want to share that to other people and whether your kid wants other people to know that po. Ano, because to them, it's just it's a small thing. But kasi parents are so proud that they just want to post it po. Ano, that maybe you become forgetful na gusto ba ng anak ko na for this to be broadcasted online po.
Yes, we should still consider them,
Mm.
because it's and at the end of the day, like that's gonna be their digital footprint, because
Mm.
it's about them.
Yes po.
Yeah. And yes, what else? So we've talked about the information that we shouldn't share and other techniques that we can do if we would still really want to celebrate and to share with our families and friends. Of course we can, but we also have to be mindful. But another important thing is that we have to have that talk between us parents and our children, and it's it gives more impact if we explain to them why, although of course they're children, like instead of just saying, oh, don't post this, don't post your name, don't post your school, don't post your personal information. But if you explain to them why and what can happen, we kind like not to scare them, but to really just
Yeah.
lay it out to them that
Mm.
it can happen. We're not trying to scare you, but to lay it out to them, so they will have a better understanding, and then back it up with your own actions as a parent, right?
Mm.
Like this is what I'm doing as well. I'm not doing this because I'm being careful, and um, we don't want to put anyone at risk in our family. So this is what we do as a family,
Yeah.
and this is we're being guided with our Christian values in our family.
Mm.
So yeah, so have that talk with your child, with your children, and why you're doing this. Explain to them.
Yes. Kuya Bernard said the future consequences. So
Yeah.
looking into the future and
Like
looking
what we mentioned, like,
ahead.
because I'm old and I used to like I have my digital footprint goes way back.
Yeah.
The beginning of like social media. Like even even though it's not about my child, like you everybody can relate to this. Like imagine or if you look back at your very own like very first post of yourself, of your picture, like 20 years ago in your first and you look back and you say sometimes you say to yourself like why did I post this?
Ah,
Right? Like
Yeah.
what was I thinking posting
Mm,
this?
yeah. That's
So
true.
and public can see it, and public, well, you can erase it, but it has been seen.
Yeah, because I think, I haven't had like social media for so long, but maybe for parents, they want to make like Facebook, like they have, because you can, or social media, right? Like kind of like an album, like, because you want to look back on memories. I think it's much better if you just kept like a private album or any, or physical album rather than having like albums in social media na kasi just you put label on it for like every year and then like or like every child, but like, there's too much information. I think that's one thing that I remember having a conversation with a parent is they use social media as a like, parang what's the word, parang to
diary.
diary or to
Yeah.
relive memories, but I don't think, for me personally, I don't think it's the right place to do it, or the
And
right way.
also, Sister Ina, I've seen this. I've seen this ads. We're bombarded by ads, but anyway, I've seen this ad where you can actually it's a private like private group that you can invite your just closest family and friends, and it's gonna be secure. Where you can share the pictures of your children there, like it's secure. It's not it's not social media. And also, during our process, we also mentioned like about the reminder like 1 year ago. We don't know what the
Yeah,
app is,
yeah.
but there are apps out there which is way more secure
Hmm.
if you want to keep like those pictures for you as a diary.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, this is Arena, that you want to like leave like your last tips or something just you want to share to our viewers and our guests for tonight?
Think the bottom line for me is, do not post something that you will regret in the future. Once it has been viewed, you
Mm.
can't take it back.
Yeah.
So if you post your kid, like for example, although they're like 1 year old or 2 years old lang sila noon, and they're so exposed and they will feel embarrassed in the future, wag mo na lang i-post. You
Mm.
can print it and make an album, iba, kaysa i-post mo online. And hindi lang sa pagpo-post ng kids, like posting anything, like for example, you're so emotional. Okay, I'm so emotional. I will post something online.
Yeah.
Be very responsible with what you are going to post.
Yeah. And one last thing is, for people, people way before social media were able to do it. That's how we used to like, keep albums. And I'm pretty sure now we can still able to do it. But there is a rise of awareness regarding social media, which is really, really good.
That's right.
Yeah. How, Sister Aisha, do you have any final thoughts?
Well, yeah, I totally agree with both of you. And yeah, technology is nice, it's helpful, but sometimes we have to step back and reflect on our values as a Christian and as part of the members of the Church of Christ. And yeah, and make it as our guiding principle in whatever we do
Mm.
online or in social media.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I think for me, one last note is as Sister Aisha said, our Christian values. It's better to share that on social media than our own personal things regarding our family, which is really private. And also, it's much better to build a community, personally than on social media, because social media can be very toxic. So for the the youth po, like the Kadiwa and Binhi, build communities within our church po, the Iglesia ni Cristo, rather than so much as online. Ano po, it's not bad, but it's something to be maybe mindful of, ano, Sister Aisha.
Thanks for that, Sister Ina. And thank you so much to our guest for tonight, Sister Zarina Pangan. For sure, we'll be seeing more of you here on INCRadio New Zealand.
Yeah.
That was, and big thank you to our viewers and listeners who joined us tonight.
Yes, and also, of course, we would like to warmly thank Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, for his unwavering love and care to all brethren. And of course, we would also like to thank Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, our Christian Family Organization overall coordinator. Thank you for your support for the INC Radio, and also our guests. Huge thank you to our dedicated district staff in the Ecclesiastical District of New Zealand for their constant support of INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio.
Yes, and special thanks to the hardworking members of our multimedia and behind the scenes crew. I'd like to special mention thank you to Sister Aldenise, Sister Roxanne from New Zealand South, and Brother Glenn Mergas for helping us with our broadcast for tonight. Thank you to our INC Radio family and INC Radio Main Tech. And again, thank you to all our viewers and listeners who joined us tonight, Sister Marie, Sister Brother Mitch, whoever, Brother um, Brother Dennis and Brother Edgar po. Thank you so much for supporting INC Radio. And for everyone, keep watching, liking, and sharing our INC Radio New Zealand Satellite Studio link on YouTube. And be sure to hit that subscribe button. And for next week, it's the last topic of our smart surfing series. And it's going to be all about shielding ourselves from online negativity. So it's very, very relatable and important topic. So we hope to see you next week, same time, same station. So thank you, everyone, and stay tuned because after the show is INC Radio Texas. Yeah, so let's support INC Radio Texas as well. All right, thank you so much. See you next week.
Thank you. See you.
Oh, I want to say thank you to Brother Jay Otanyo as well. Thank you po.
Thank you po.